Hello everyone, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2, and welcome to the continuation, rather, of us trying to avoid this problem here, which is too much traffic on the roads. I have had a brainwave. It's been a while since I last played, so I can't remember exactly what I said I was going to do today, if I said anything at all. But I have had a brainwave, and I think this is a brilliant idea, and I think it's going to work really, really well. In the past, then, we've taken Walsall here, and we've turned it into quite a hub. There's all sorts of stuff going on here, but one of the things we have, which I think I can... In fact, there it is. I was looking at it right at the top there. Hessel to Walsall mineral train, and it carries iron ore, coal, slag, and I think that's it exclusively. There is other stuff here, but it's because those trains haven't been here and filled up yet, so primarily it carries those three things. We've also started to do something similar. There's a stone train that goes from Walsall West to Walsall Freight Yard, and I think we do actually have one that runs all the way up here, do we not? Yeah, Walsall to Swadlincote, and then it brings... I want to say it brings construction materials back, and it looks like, yes, that is in fact the case. Why don't I just grab one of the trains that's on that route? Yes, there we go. That's going to get upgraded in the future, and we'll come up with a better way for that to work. What I'm doing today, though, is focusing on goods, and I haven't come up with a title for this video yet, but I imagine it'll be something along the lines of goods traffic or something like that. So if you're looking at the title thinking, that's clever, I literally just came up with that on the spot right now. But we've got over here oil. That oil gets brought up here, turned into plastic. Now there is a goods factory down here at Ilchester that accepts plastic and also accepts steel. Steel, I hear you say. Well, yes, Walsall produces steel, so we could bring steel from here down through Petersfield to Ilchester. We can then bring plastic from Moulton down here to Ilchester, and then we have goods. And those goods can be taken, first of all, into Ilchester, but also this could become the distribution centre for goods. Now, I believe we've maxed out the size of the freight yard here, so I can't actually add any more tracks, which is a bit of a shame. Because it would have been nice to actually be able to increase the number of platforms here. Oh my god, that's loud. Increase the number of platforms here so we can actually run more trains in. Because you can already see we've got a bit of a queue starting to form. And we're about to add to that. Although, I say that, we're also going to take off a little bit from that. Because we're going to remove some of these mixed trains in the future. I think right now, though, we're not going to be, because we need this stuff to actually get elsewhere. But yeah, let's get started, shall we? Because right now, I feel like it's a good idea to actually start building some things rather than just standing here talking about building things. So first of all, we need to connect this station over here and this station over here to the main line here. And the way I was going to do that was a junction. So we have a junction here for this, and I could have branched it off here actually and had it run up that way. Now see, that would have been smart. So why didn't I think of that before? Yeah, that would have actually been really smart, and then that could have hooked up just over. I mean, it could have even just come all the way over here, and then this could have come around like this. I actually like that idea. So much so that I want to make it a reality. So let's see if I can. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to grab... So I'm going to remove that for a second. And that one. And that one. Obviously we're going to remove this. And we're going to remove these. Excellent. I'm also going to remove basically all of this, to be honest. Up to there. Right, we're then going to select you. We're going to have no to that. And then I also need to turn this into parallel tracks. There we go. We also need to do this because it's a main line. I'm just going to bend you around like this. There. We're then going to unparallel track this. And we're going to... Actually, that didn't... Oh, because it's a level crossing. So I say it didn't parallel track it. But yeah, that does make sense. So, yeah, you're going to come down and around like this. And we're going to keep you going. And essentially, we're going to have another junction that branches off here. And then you are going to connect to you. Like that. That's fine. Now, this one here is going to remain bi-directional. But we're actually going to have the line branch off here for this. And then you're going to go into there. I was going to see if I could branch it off this side of the... too much slope, really? I wouldn't have said there was any slope here, but what do I know? Let's do that and then see if it'll work. Yeah, thought so. And then you're going to go like that. And then hopefully we can build this road back in pretty much exactly where it was. And that would be epic. There we are. It's not perfect, but it's pretty close. And voila. Excellent. And then, I suppose I could redo this side. Every time I say "and then," I'm sure there's like a sketch or something where someone's at a drive-through and the person on the intercom just keeps saying "and then," as in like, what else do you want to order? But I might have made that up. Is that a thing? Is that a real thing? I can't remember. Okay, you're going to come around like this. Like so. And then you're going to come around like this. And to be honest, I don't care at this point how this looks. So I think what I'm actually going to do is run it parallel and then connect it in. So that's absolutely fine. So over here then, we're going to remove this connection if it lets me. There it is. Yeah, I know. And we need it roughly flat. There we go. Instead of making it roughly flat, we'll just make it flat. Excellent. And then I'm also going to have a track here. Actually, I'm looking. No, all three tracks can actually access that line. And then I don't know if I just did... I'll come back to that in a second, actually, because where that's going to connect up is going to be interesting. But yeah, you're going to come around like this. And we'll parallel track it, because why not? There we go. And then, yeah, you are going to come around like that. Let's just see. I could just have a token gesture of it connecting here. What on earth is going on there? Like this. And then we'll just curve you around like this. And then here, we'll just do something like this. I'd say that works out. It's basically... Yeah, no, that's all good. That's all good. Sweet. Okie dokie then. So I think this is actually... not that one, sorry. This one over here is still a through station, is it not? It is. Well, there you go. So that will help. And we can have plastic straight away now come from here down to Ilchester. Over here then, we need to signal this again. So first of all, one way yes, auto sig no. And you're going to sit like there. I could probably put one... Yeah. If I just did one here... That's about 300 meters, isn't it? And that gives me then the... Oh, that's really almost perfect spacing. One way yes, auto sig no. You're going to go there. And then for these, there. Excellent. And then it stops there. Nice. So that's all ready. We can get our plastic going. We could also get our steel going, technically. And then in future, if we do have oil elsewhere, we can bring it in this way. I think that's quite nice. How much plastic do we have here? Not a huge amount. We do actually need some more. That might be because of how much we're delivering. Do we only have one oil train here? I think we do. It's good. It's a good rate. I don't know what your rate is. Your rate's only 400, so we could do with bringing some more oil in at some point. But yeah. Let's have a look now then. Oh, we can unpause the game again. Let's have a look now then at this end of things. So when we bring it into Ilchester. Now there's another oil to plastic plant there, chemical plant, but we don't need to worry about that. In fact, that could even end up closing down in the future. We've still got quite a lot of road traffic here, but thankfully I believe this does serve that, so we don't have to worry too much about that. We can get this served quite nicely. And that goes off that way as well. Okay. Wait for the autosave. I think we can start on this now, actually. So let's go. Make it so that only the ones we can see appear on screen. New line, whenever it's ready. It's that darn autosave. Every half an hour I think I've got it right now. But it's still, you know, slow when it's actually doing it. Come on. I'll have a drink while I wait, why not? I've been recording F1 scripts all day, so my voice is very, very sore. There we go. So you skip the station here. Skip Rochford. Hopefully it follows a optimum path and comes all the way down here to Ilchester. Now obviously at Malton you can basically go where you want, and at Ilchester you can basically go where you want. This is slow, man. Wow. There's a lot going on there. Right. Here then. Plastic, yes please. And on the way back, Denada. Although, at some point, I think you could actually take goods back with you. Because I think goods and plastic can be carried on the same wagons, if I recall. But you are Malton to Ilchester plastic. Obviously, you are rail. Colour-wise, you're going to be that lovely purple, which I think is that one. Excellent. And then, yeah, just pick a platform when you get here. Oh, one thing I didn't check. Where are you? There you are. What do you do when you get to Rochford? Ah, yeah, you take the bypass track, don't you? That makes sense. That's fine. And over here, I have a horrible feeling. Oh, actually, no. You don't do what I thought you were going to do. We could use a bypass track here as well, actually, but effort, isn't it? It's fine. And because I forgot this wasn't a terminus, that actually works quite well with the way the tracks cross over here. We could have a bypass track for this direction only. But then that sort of defeats the point, because it's not that side where we need to worry about it. But yeah, whatever. Okay, let's get these trains running. Now, someone in the comments of the last video actually told me that I was missing a trick when it came to... Ah, this for my long haul freights. Yeah, I do have it. The 2800. Good spot. I'm not going to use it for this. I'm going to use a mogul because I feel like this is more short hop. But yeah, I will use the for the longer distance freights. I will use that because that's useful. Right, plastic. And yeah, I'm pretty certain. Although saying that. Oh no, sorry, it's goods. Not. I was looking for steel. Yeah, I do actually have access to a train that can carry plastic and goods. That might be something worth thinking about. What have I got here? So it's a goods wagon. It holds 14. You will hold 14 as well. Let's mix and match then. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we could go for a couple of these. 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. 17, 18. 196 capacity, 175 meters. I think that is pretty good. And then we probably don't even need to worry about a brake van, but I'm going to stick one on the back anyway, because why wouldn't I at this stage? There we go, and we'll get 3 of these to start with. And we'll stick you on this line here, and boom. Off you go, son. Now, all the plastic that's here, and even some of the plastic that's here, should, hopefully, some of it at least, pop over here. Oh, I also keep forgetting to do this. At the end of the line, you are going to run around train. So consumers, Ilchester Goods Factory. Yes, and yes, look, there it is. That's awesome. So this one here, this line here could actually be removed now because we don't need it. Again, I'm probably not going to remove the line, but I'm going to sell all the vehicles on it. All 42 of them. And that's going to save some of the traffic that we've got in and around Moulton. So yeah, you've got 2 there now. You're about to pull in. We could now have goods be brought back here, because Moulton does accept goods. Oh, it's because it's... Right, okay. It's an alternate terminal, so it's just going to shoot past. We do need to work on getting more oil in. You've got 117 waiting. Your capacity is more than that. We do actually have oil being brought in from over here as well. What type of... Actually, yeah, there's no reason why you shouldn't be bringing more. Oh, you've got quite a lot stored. Maybe it was just a supply-demand thing. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, Moulton Chemical Plant up here now. We are going to need more brought in. So, I think it'll sort itself out. Right, steel. That's the next one. So, starting up at Walsall, coming down through Petersfield to Ilchester. In future, there could even be scope to extend this further. Because down here, there's a goods factory as well that also takes plastic, funnily enough. So we could double up on this bit. But I'm not going to for now. But yeah, if there's a set of wagons that can carry steel and goods, then that would be perfect. That would indeed be perfect. Let's get this line started, because I'm just wasting time now. So it's going to be Walsall to, I guess, Ilchester. And yeah, you're just going to run direct. Here we are. So at Walsall, I mean, again, take your pick. 1, 2, 3. Only 6 platforms at Walsall, though, so it's going to get a bit crowded. Wow, it's so slow. There we go. Right, here then, you're going to load up on steel and nothing else. Here, you're going to run empty back. For your colour, you're going to be, I don't know, that. It's probably the wrong colour, but never mind. Walsall to Ilchester steel. Which I think is ST. If it wasn't, it is now. Now, this is a bit of a longer run. So I think this might qualify for heavier trains. Also, I would argue that steel is heavier than plastic. I just wanted to check this one. 7 minutes. That's not too bad. We're going to run from here for this one. So let's go steam. And we'll go with the 2800. And then cargo down to steel. There we are. So yeah, something that just carries steel at this point. I'm not really bothered about anything else. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's... we could live with that. Or 13, 14. Maybe that. I'm hoping... I'm going to check this actually. How long the platform is at Walsall. Just stick one of these on. So yeah, I'm just going to buy one of these right now. Close you. So over here, what is it? 221 meters long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 240. That's fine. And up at Walsall, I feel like it's only 5. But I could be wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, 6. Okay. Oh god, the lag. When all the lines are visible, it lags like you wouldn't believe. Hoo-wee! Right. So in that case, I can add some more to this. So let's do that. One, 2. Oh no, wait. That is 240. Right, that's 229. And that took it up to 244. So actually, this is as long as I can get it. Alrighty. And you are going to go on Walsall to Ilchester Steel. And there you go. Off you go. Let's have a look at this magnificent beast of a loco. As it trundles out. Look at that. Now here's a question. Is it called the 2800 because it's a 280? Because I don't think... Let's pause for a sec. I don't think there's another set of leading wheels there. I think it is just a single axle bogie. Yeah, I think that is the one and only. Grab you as well. So let's clone, clone, clone. And also, of course, when you get to the end, I think with you it might have to be a runaround flip engine. Just imagine there's a turning triangle or something. Now, what are you? Petersfield to Tring mixed. Yeah, this... Some of these older trains are going to go at some point in the future. And I think what we're going to do, because Moulton up here, it does accept food actually. I was going to say it's mainly machines, goods, fuel as well, I suppose. Yeah, maybe I'm talking rubbish. I was going to say we'll try and get as much onto a single train as possible, but I don't know how likely that's going to be now. So, yeah, Moulton to Ilchester plastic. We're going to unbunch you guys. Eventually, I'm going to try and actually do proper timetables for this network, but easier said than done. And then Walsall to Ilchester. Why can't I see you? You are a railway line. Am I being blind? They're in alphabetical order. Walsall to Ilchester. It should be there. I've spelt it right. Right? Or have I? Yeah, I am genuinely not seeing it there. I think I'm being blind or stupid. There it is. Found it. Maybe I was being blind. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why is this train stopped as well? What's happened here? What's going on? You've stopped. Oh, is there seriously no signals over this bridge? Huh. Well, that's dumb. How have I let that happen? Let's go with this type. Alright, if I pause for a second, I'm just going to do that. And then remove that one. Did that not work? No, that did not work. Also, I'm kind of moving away from the idea of using shunt signals for freight-only lines. I might just use this. Oh, I did place. Just did it. Yeah, I did place. It just did it very weirdly. Okay. I'm just going to do that on the return. And hopefully that placed too. Yes, it did. How did I miss that? That's a really good question. Well, there we go. That's going to get that moving again. Unbelievable. Also, this line here. Yeah, it's going to use the bypass track again, which I suppose is fine. It does work, at least. Could be worse. Right, let's go up to Walsall and check if Walsall to Ilchester steel. Yes, there is steel waiting. And that should then take it off of this line eventually, because it's faster, more direct. And then also, if I choose this and choose consumers, Ilchester Goods Factory should start seeing more steel being taken to it. There you go. It's starting to rise. Okay. Good stuff. With our super fast goods trains. Excellent. Alrighty. So yeah, goods. That's kind of the final piece of this puzzle. Now we've got stuff from Walsall, or stuff from all over the place getting brought down to Walsall and then getting transported into town via these trams here, which I'm tempted to switch to the steam-powered trams. I'm also tempted to see if I can get a bit of a bigger reach, but then I don't know if I need one, because you actually have pretty much everything covered, which is pretty neat. I am going to add, because right now you do. Oh no, you do stop up there. Actually, in that case, yeah, I am going to do some small adjustments to this. In that the town has grown significantly recently, so it would make more sense to acknowledge that. With bus lane keep, tram track, yes. And we're going to build this straight across like this. And then we're going to upgrade this one. Or we're going to do it this way. like that. And then we're also going to do this one and this one. So the plan is truck stop on that road there. Truck stop on this road here. And then truck stop because I wanted to use this one. But is there any point if we've got one there? We could just take the avenue off the list, to be honest. Right, so start again. Remove that, remove that, remove that. Remove that. There we go. So, you're not going to stop there anymore. Your first stop's going to be there on Church Street. Then you're going to come over here to the Grove. And then you're going to come over here to Lower Walsall. That's your new route. And then here, of course, you're going to leave empty. Right, let's just remove the other stops. Oh, should I keep that one there? No. I'm going to de-tram some of these streets at some point as well. Like, Walsall's going to get a complete redo at some stage, I'm sure. As for this then, you do want to be upgraded to... Actually, you're good. 28 in 4 compartments. I want to do you, but no electric path. So we need to electrify the tram in and out of... That's the wrong button. In and out of Walsall. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to have the electric tram go this way. Like so. Into town this way. And then I guess I can just trace... Are you already electric? Oh, excellent. Surprised I didn't already know that, actually. There you go, then. And then along here. And then... Where's your next stop? Your next stop from here is over here. So you should now be able to use electric trams. Okay, what's not electric? That's the question. You're electric. All of this is electric. All of that's electric. This bit here is electric. Up through the Grove is electric. Oh, hang on. I might... Yeah, I know what the problem is. So what I'm going to do is, all but this one here, I'm going to sell, and I'm just going to let Line Manager take over. And that will make it work. Excellent. So now we can bring goods into Walsall. In terms of the other... Because I think what I could do now is just have a goods train that starts down at Ilchester and can essentially run all the way up here to Rugby, and then it can pick up more goods here and bring those back down to Ilchester. That's a really good idea. Why don't I do that? So I might actually start it up here at Rugby. Like so. Now, you probably don't need to stop here on the way, do you? So you're actually going to be the first goods train to use this section of track here, because there's no towns near here. So yeah, Rugby down to Stockport, where we will need to stop twice. Then I guess we're also going to stop here at Banbury, which could be where we're limited in length actually. Then down to Walsall, where we're going to stop twice. Then down to... so we're going to skip there. Down to Petersfield, where we're going to stop twice. And then to Ilchester. And I guess in the future, if I just stop it there for a second, let me just close this, just so the game runs at a decent speed again. In future, we could run down through Upton as well. Avoid Westminster, avoid Dover. In fact, none of these accept goods right now. So, yeah, Ilchester right now is a good place to just terminate. Cool. Where's that line gone? There it is. Manage line. So first of all, we're going to make you the colour of goods, which I think was that one. And then you are going to be Rugby to Ilchester goods rail. G is grain, so we're going to have to go GO. Excellent. And now we need to sort out platforms. So obviously at Rugby, everything's fair game. And you're only going to carry goods. Just to keep this nice and easy. Maybe in future you can carry other things as well, like construction materials and whatnot. But right now, you're just going to carry goods. And we can set that up on all of these. And I was going to say this would be a good candidate for the 2800s again. And I suppose we do travel a long way. And it could be quite heavy. But because it's quite stop-start, it doesn't feel worth using them. It feels more like a mogul kind of job. For me, I'm actually tempted to swap out the moguls on the mineral line for 2800s. Because I feel like that's where they're going to be needed most. That kind of grueling, punishing mainline run from one side of the map to the other. And minerals are heavy. Coal trains have always been notoriously heavy. That's what the big boys were created for in the US, I believe, was for coal. Probably got that completely wrong, because US rail isn't really my thing. Right, so Rugby, all platforms are game. We're not stopping there. So first stop here is at Stockport, and yeah, coming down, platform 2 is fine with 1 as backup, shall we say, and then on the way back it's going to be 3 with 4. That works. Then when we get to Banbury, I think Banbury is you can only stop in one direction. Yep. So that's fine. And then Walsall is a cluster. So take your pick, basically. I think for Walsall on the way down, we'll go 2 with 1, 3, and 4. And on the way back, I think we're going to do 5 with 3, 4, and 6. That to me seems good. And then Petersfield. Here, it's going to be a similar setup to Stockport. So on the way down, it's going to be platform 2 with 1. And then on the way back, it's going to be 3 with 4. And then again at Ilchester, it's just going to be a free-for-all. There we go. Excellent. So we'll buy some trains for that in a second. But before I do, I just want to head back to Walsall and sort out this line here. Upgrade these locos. So here, edit selected vehicles. There are how many? 8. So I need 8 2800s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to remove this one, obviously. And Scooch you right along, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remove you. It's quite long, isn't it? It's almost easier just to sell a train and then just clone it again. But I tried to avoid doing that where I can. Because the idea is, you know, in this case, we're buying new locos. But I would have loved to have been able to take these existing locos and move them onto a new train. That's not really how the game works. It's something I want to do with OpenTTD as well. Like actually do stock movements and not just sell a train here and buy it again over there. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course you didn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just check which way this one's facing. It's facing the wrong way, but we can flip that in a second. This one then. Scooch you to the end. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Scooch you to the end. It's shift and click, by the way, for those of you that don't know how to do that. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Shift click. Down and down. And then scroll, scroll, scroll. Game. Oh. Autosave. Shift click. And scroll, scroll, scroll. And shift click. There we are. So that will sort itself out in a second once autosave finishes. Any second now. It's on the last leg. And then I'm going to flip these engines around as well that are supposed to be facing the other way. So now we've got a better influx of minerals coming in, which means we should have a higher input of steel going out. And then, yeah, the goods. I'm really happy, actually, that goods service has worked out the way it has. We could potentially get goods. Actually, no, goods aren't accepted in Banbury, so we don't need to worry about that. We could do with getting some steel to a tool factory as well. But again, that's not a massive priority. Right, you. So if I unpause a sec and then flip you. Actually, you haven't gone as planned. Never mind. 1 second. That one. That one. That one. Sell. And then grab you. 1, 2, 3. There. And now you're going to run around train at the end, which is fine. Cool. And then we're going to reuse those moguls, as it were, on this new service. So if I select this train depot here again. Now we had 8. I don't think we're going to need 8 again. But you never know. I'm just going to choose the basic ones. We'll say they got repainted. Cargo. And we need train that can carry goods. Big train that can carry goods. That's only 6. That's 10. You're 10 as well. Or there's this one, which I kind of like the look of as well. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 148 capacity, 144 length. I'm a bit worried about Banbury and Stockport. I think Stockport's the only one we stop at now. That's the one I'm worried about, so I might just leave it at this. We probably don't even need a brake van on this, to be honest, but I'm going to do one anyway. I'm going to get 6 of these. For now. And you are going to go on Rugby to Ilchester Goods. Excellent. And then scroll down on here. Where is it? There. Run around train at the end. Sweet. Moulton now demands goods. Well, that's not the end of the world, because we could, in theory, actually bring goods up this way. Or we could just bring goods across from Walsall. I feel like a construction materials train would be a good idea too. So, you know, Banbury accepts it, Stockport accepts it. Does Rugby? Rugby does not. In fact, nothing around here does. So we could start, or end, however you put it, at Stockport. Run down through Banbury. Somehow connect to the freight lines into Walsall. Although, again, we have a boat that runs up to Stockport. Yeah, Walsall to Stockport. Which surely you bring in. You do. So we don't need to worry about that, because we can find a way to shuttle back and forth between Banbury and Stockport, even if it's just some trucks doing it. That's very much doable. So yeah, no, never mind. Don't need to worry about that. Your rate is only 7 minutes right now, so we do need to increase that. I thought I bought 6 of these. Is Line Manager working on this right now? Yes, it is. Why are you doing that? My God, that's going to kill me. That explains it. I need that to be every 5 minutes, please. Thank you. And then timetable for rail. Rugby to Ilchester Goods. So at Rugby, we're going to unbunch every 5 minutes. Walsall, unbunch. I don't know what that's done there. Nope. The mod's not perfect, as you can see. It does still misbehave from time to time. There we go. Ilchester, unbunch. And then Walsall again. Unbunch. Might cause some queues. But it's fine. Now, hopefully... yeah, we start to have some there now. If I head down to Ilchester, hopefully we'll have loads starting to wait eventually. I have a feeling it's not going to be right now. God, there's a lot of stuff waiting there. Oh no, we have got some. Awesome. 1 to Petersfield, 3 to Walsall, 2 to Stockport. That's good news. That's very good news. And then to get from Ilchester to Ilchester, I haven't actually worked that part out yet, but we'll come back to that in the future. Right, that should do it for this episode, everybody. I think that was a pretty productive episode. I think we got quite a lot of good stuff done. As you see, we're slowly pulling into Petersfield here, because we've just cloned this one. In fact, how long's Petersfield? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, that is 6. I'm going to check how long Stockport is. Because I said that would have been our bottleneck. And Banbury. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yeah, that's our limiter. Because I think Stockport might actually be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, Banbury's the limit. Right, so Banbury's the limit. Sorry, I just stubbed my toe on my desk. That's what that noise was. But yeah, no, I think this has been a good episode. We got loads of cool... just mute that for a second. Loads of cool trains running now. We've got our own steel business up and running. We've got our own plastic business up and running. We've got our own goods business up and running. And in the next episode, we could maybe start looking at taking out some of the existing services as well. and see maybe, because we got tools around, and we could maybe look at getting some more oil in here to keep the plastic flowing, although the plastic is flowing quite nicely at the moment. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course you enjoyed the series so far. Drop those comments down below with ideas for future episodes. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and until next time, I will see you soon.